keep the light on. Coming home, I no longer want to roam. Set the table, 'cause I know that I'm running out of road. I wandered for miles all around. Dawn had left me sunset bound. The only time I was ever found was when I got lost in you.
이렇게 뿌리채 뽑아야지. 그렇지. 머리채로 확 잡고. 구두 신고 열심히 뽑는 거. 잘 자라지.